Please be seated. Welcome to Outreach Sunday. It's really wonderful to see all of you. I miss seeing you being an 8 o'clocker, but maybe I need to come here more often and see all of you. We're so happy today to have Barb King here from LCS, Lutheran Community Services, to talk to us about all that she is involved in or what Lutheran Community Services does. She has been involved with us for about 25 years. She's the past president of the board, and I'm so pleased that she's here to give us, I learned a lot of things this morning I didn't know, and I have been involved. The Outreach Committee has put up, signs for all that we're involved in, all that you're involved in, because you have done so much over this past year. The vestry has allocated a large sum of money to distribute to different charities, and then all the activities that we do to get you involved, whether you're bringing stuff for the new blessing bags or food for our pet food collection. Those were new things this year. Or you continue to just give food each week for the food bank. We give those to Lutheran Community Services and also St. Patrick's Center. So I really appreciate all that you've done and hope you'll continue to get involved. Thank you, Barbara, for coming and joining us today. One more thing, I wanted to welcome anybody to the Outreach Committee that would like to come join us. We meet on the fourth Monday of the month at 6 o'clock. We have a fairly short meeting. We try to keep it about an hour. So you're welcome to come. Join us for a meetings, activities. You don't have to do it all. Just feel welcome.
Good morning, St. David's. Let's start with a quick prayer, if we may. Dear Heavenly Father, who calls us each by name, please bless our time together with your presence and guide us to be your hands and feet in your kingdom. Amen. Good morning again. On behalf of everyone at LCS, I bring you thanks for inviting us to be here today. It's very special, and a glorious day outside it is. As Amy said, I'm Barbara King, past president of LCS's Board of Trustees, and it's a joy for me to be with you today. Quick show of hands just for my level setting, and I promise this is the only time I'm going to ask for participation today, because we all just love participating in church, right? How many of you are familiar with LCS? Great. Whether you are or are not, there's stuff in this conversation for you. So I'll give us, I'll give us a view of who LCS is, what we do, how we do it, what's new, and what it means for our neighbors in need. First, though, so I will leave all biblical interpretation to Father Hank, but for me, this morning's readings are a bit of an emotional roller coaster ride. Both Job and the psalmist feel bereft, agonizingly separated from God. They're in dire circumstances and they need help. Trouble is very real and nearby. They're weak and alone, shunned by society. For me, these two passages evoke anxiety, stress, loneliness, fear, anger. Then our Hebrews passage reminds us, among other things, that Christ shared our human state and fully understands our challenges and our weaknesses. We're encouraged to hold nothing back from God and to ask for grace whenever we need it. And then the gospel. So during Christ's earthly walk, the people of Israel viewed physical, monetary wealth as signs of righteousness, signs of God's favor. So wealth signaled righteousness. So when Jesus tells his disciples that the rich will have trouble getting into the kingdom of heaven, they're really taken aback. If the rich can't get in, how will I? How will we? Two great assurances follow. Many who are first will be last, and the last first. And for God, all things are possible. Now I'm getting an emotional safety net, peace, reassurance, calm in a storm, hope. I'm seen and heard by someone who understands my needs. LCS's clients experience both of these varied emotional states in their lives. Having insufficient means is stressful, frightening, and exhausting. Clients commonly tell us that they feel alone, ashamed of their circumstances, beset by seemingly insurmountable problems, and invisible. LCS is a safety net for many of our neighbors in need. So who is LCS? We are a 65-year-old community service organization created by 6 churches in our area who just liked what we call God's math. 1 + 1 can equal 4, or we do more together than we can separately. Our mission statement is people moving from emergency to empowerment. People moving from emergency to empowerment. And we hope you'll hear that in what we do. What is it that we do? We help vulnerable, at-risk neighbors with life's basic needs: health, housing, and emergency food. Health, housing, emergency food. Let's start with health. It has 2 components. First is nutrition. In 2022, LCS launched the Delaware Food Pharmacy. It's a food as medicine program in partnership with Christiana Care. LCS delivers medically tailored food to patients within the Christiana healthcare system who have uncontrolled health conditions like diabetes and hypertension. Deliveries include fresh fruits and vegetables, lean meats, and healthy grains that are often provided by Delaware farmers by virtue of another LCS partnership with the Delaware Department of Agriculture. So we're kind of working both sides of the food chain. We in Christiana Care then wrap vital services around our clients in the program for their long-term success. Behavioral health counseling, kitchen tools, recipes, meal kits, cooking videos, and social workers. We make the service radically accessible to our clients by delivering the food directly to their door. We also provide medically tailored food to young patients at A.I. DuPont Children's Hospital who are suffering with sickle cell anemia. And we've opened healthy food pantries at 2 elementary schools in the area, combining some fun, some family activities, and healthy food. In all of these programs, we provide food for the client and their entire family, whoever's living in their house, so that they prepare only one meal. So how are we doing? How's it going? Our clients are succeeding in improving their health measurably. A1C levels, BMI, weight, blood pressure are all going in the right direction. Our clients who experience sickle cell need fewer medical appointments and spend less time in the hospital. And clients tell us that their feelings of personal well-being are significantly improved. In 2 short years, our Healthy Food Initiative has quickly outstripped the capacity of our physical space. So part of what's new is that we're in construction on an expansion of our building on Baynard Boulevard. Please stop by and see all the big equipment eating up the ground. This new space will allow us to bring nutritious food to many more of our neighbors in need. Our second health pillar is smoking cessation, which I always have a hard time saying. So if I screw that up, please forgive me. Helping people just quit the smoking habit. Smoking is costly to both the smoker's health and their pocketbook. As the operating side of the Delaware Quit Line, LCS helps our clients obtain prescription smoking cessation products. We table at community events, employer health fairs and schools, and we educate quit counselors and physicians and their staff on the newest information and tools to help quit tobacco. Last year, we were active at over 550 community events across the state, and we fulfilled over 1,200 Delaware Quit Line referrals every month. One of our clients, Gary, says, "I had shortness of breath and coughed a lot and was worried about my health. I knew I smoked too much, but I just wasn't able to quit. LCS convinced me I could stop smoking with the right help. I received counseling and free products that finally weaned me from cigarettes. I'm exercising now and I feel great. I'm also saving a lot of money because I don't waste it buying cigarettes." So that's health. Next is housing. To be homeless is to experience many things: hunger, sleeplessness, separation from family and friends, and the danger of personal violence. Children who experience homelessness often do not attend school and are at a higher risk of becoming homeless as adults. Into every life, rain falls. Sometimes it's a trickle, sometimes it's a monsoon. Our clients' financial challenges often result from job loss, seasonal employment, or unanticipated medical bills. LCS provides two kinds of emergency housing support. First, from a practical perspective, we help clients stay in their homes by paying the bills. Sometimes it's as little as a few $100s to pay utilities or back rent. Second, in partnership with the Delaware State Housing Authority, we refer clients to a program that provides financial education and advocacy. A recent client named Stephanie came to us with large medical bills and owing back rent. LCS paid her rent to keep her housed. Through the referral program, she received help maximizing her medical coverage and created a budget. She said, "I came to LCS because I needed money, but I left with a lot more." Cheyenne, a single mom with a 3-month-old, was employed but had fallen behind on her rent when she was out of work with the birth of her son. Our team helped her cover the rent and find legal assistance to negotiate with her landlord. She was able to stay in her apartment. Cheyenne said, "I was already feeling like a failure as a mother. I was scared I would have to go to a homeless shelter with my newborn son. You can't imagine what that feels like. LCS got me out of the worst situation I've ever been in, and I'm so grateful." In 2023, LCS helped keep 320 households, that equals 791 people, in their homes, and we referred 266 people for financial education. Our third service is emergency food. LCS operates pantries throughout New Castle County. We offer clients the choice of different kinds of protein, vegetables, fruits, and grains, as well as toiletries. In 2023, we served over 41,000 clients at our pantries, and as of August of this year, we served almost 34,000. The number of clients visiting our pantries is definitely on the rise. One of our pantry clients, Kellen, is on a very limited fixed income. To pay other bills, he has limited his grocery shopping to canned goods and pasta. He says, "At 78 years old, I was constantly worried I wouldn't have enough money to buy the food I need. It's such a blessing to me that LCS removed that stress from my life. I am treated like a king every week. Everyone is so kind and helpful. Thank you." And so finally, how do we do it? With a small but mighty team. Hundreds of wonderful volunteers, great partners, and our wonderful clients. We operate with joy and some light humor, a lot of energy and activity, and always with compassion, treating everyone with dignity and respect. At the close of worship at the Episcopal Church where my husband and I belong, Our rector often says, our worship is ending and our ministry beginning, and that always is touching for me. If you need a lift, come volunteer at LCS. I guarantee it will brighten your day. It's a great place to volunteer and support. Some of LCS's annual reviews are available in the narthex. They'll give you more information about who we are, who our clients are, what we do, and all of the good stuff about numbers on the back. I'll remain here in the narthex after service and would be happy to talk with any of you. But I thank you on behalf of LCS and all of our brother organizations that are out serving our neighbors in need in the community. We really appreciate everything that you do. Thank you.
As you are able, please rise and join together in affirming our faith in the traditional words